The GPS training webinars are live seminars that usually take place in the evening. You log on and you can see the trainer's computer as he takes you step by step through the learning process to get you to grips with your new GPS unit. The webinars are unit specific, so please make sure you choose a webinar that suits your GPS unit. You see, we bundle them into unit types that are very similar, and then we can all learn together. If you have no GPS knowledge, that's not a problem. We take you all the way back to basics. We assume you know nothing as we go through the process of how the GPS works, basic terminology, before we teach you actually how to use your GPS unit. Basic terms are looked at, which are waypoints, routes and tracks. So as the webinar progresses, you understand what the trainer is talking about. We give you a good overview of your GPS unit. We'll help you navigate your way around both the inside and also the navigational screens that your GPS has in front of you. We then look at batteries and power savings and take you through the setup of your GPS unit. We take you through the actual setup process before we signpost you to the very relevant setup documents if your GPS has not come set up from ourselves at GPS Training. We then look at the basic housekeeping when using your GPS at the start of a day's walk, calibrating your compass, resetting your trip data, and take you through that process step by step. Before we go through those basic commands that you need to know, creating a waypoint, there's different ways of creating a waypoint, both your point to where you specifically are, and also how to create a waypoint on the map page if you know where you would want to go to. The next thing we then look at is routes, of how to create a route on your GPS unit step by step for each of the units on the webinar. And then finally we look at tracks. Tracks are the breadcrumb trail that the GPS leaves behind us, and we go step by step how you save that track at the end of the day's walking, or we do what we call a backtrack, which is asking the GPS to take us back the way we've come. When we finish, we signpost you to other resources which are both free if you bought your GPS unit from us, or ones that you can pay for if you've not got your GPS unit from you. And then there's time for some questions if you've got any questions after that webinar. Don't worry, at the end we send you an email which has links to all the videos and all the recordings that you've seen during the webinar, and also links to the resources that we've been discussing during the evening. So please book yourself onto one of the GPS training webinars, and we assure you it will help you get to grips in each of these sessions, which is an hour and a half in length.